How's it going, everybody? My name's Release Radar, and in today's video we're going to test the performance of XDefiant with low settings at 900p, 720p, and 1080p on the ASUS ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. So let's get into it. So I usually start out with either 1080p or 720p for these videos, but my Ally was already set to 900p, and to change it, I have to restart the game for the change to actually take place in this game, and it takes so long to restart this game, so I'm just going to start out with 900p. But with that said, I'm going to play on the graphic settings you see here on screen. I'm just going to scroll through them really quickly. If you want to pause and take a look, you can. But these settings are going to stay the same throughout this entire video on all resolutions. So I'm basically playing on a little bit of a custom setup of low settings, but it's basically low settings. And disclaimer, I am absolutely horrid with controller. So if I'm bad, that's because I just am bad with controller, but we're just going to load in and play a couple minutes of a few matches at different resolutions here just to see how XDefiant runs on the ASUS ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. And I've been absolutely loving this game on my PC with keyboard and mouse, but it sounds like I joined a game in progress. Honestly, for this, I don't care. I usually would, but for this, I won't care. If I joined a game in progress on the losing team and I was actually just trying to play the game, I would leave. There's somebody behind us? Whoa, I'm stuck on that thing. Okay. Yeah, we're off to a great start. But, yeah, I'm just going to run around here in a match. It looks like we're getting about 70 to 80 FPS. Did I just get a kill with a spider bot? That's always so funny to me. I love the Watch Dogs class because it makes some people so annoyed. Okay, we got a kill. And I got shot by a double barrel. A bubble barrel. I didn't think I would be getting a kill here, to be completely honest with you, because I'm absolutely horrid with controller. As you can tell just by my movement alone, I don't know what I'm doing here. And that guy's going to kill me. We're really just camping spawns, huh? Man, this is... Yeah, I'm glad I'm not playing this whole game through. Why couldn't I hear his footsteps? Okay, that was strange. Yeah, screw you, man. But, yeah, I'm not going to stay for this whole match. This team is just... People are leaving in droves, so... Is there somebody above, or was that just friendly? I'm not even sure what's going on, to be completely honest. So I'm just going to grenade it there. And there's somebody... Oh, of course, there's somebody right there. But you know what? I'm not playing this to actually play that. I just spawned! Okay, yeah, the spawn logic in this game definitely needs work. But, yeah, as you can see, we're getting about 80 frames per second here. I'm just going to run around. I know this guy's probably going to kill me here, but I don't even care. I'm just going to throw my spider bot down and run past him, or not, because he's using a double barrel shotgun. But my spider bot did get him, but it doesn't matter because he's just going to keep camping because he's a small, pathetic human being, and that's all he's capable of doing to succeed in an FPS game. Wow, I'm getting salty, and I'm just recording a video here. But overall, you know, 70 to 80 FPS on... This is one of my favorite maps, too, by the way. I'm just going to stand on the point and see what happens. I'm not expecting to capture this, but I want to try to contribute something for this team and this enemies. But yeah, it's just not happening. But overall, the frames kind of seem a little bit all over the place. I'm not entirely sure why. Like, we're jumping from like 60 all the way up to like 85. I'm not even going to bother shooting anymore. I'm just going to keep respawning and just running through the map. I want to try to see how the game runs down the middle, but the chances of me getting out of spawn are less to none because this enemy team is just camping. And so, yeah. The FPS on 900p here on low settings on XDefiant looks to be pretty good. Get me the heck out of this lobby, and we're going to be switching over to 720p. Okay, so we're loading into the next game here, and on the ROG Ally in the command center, I'm set to 720p, 120 Hz. And I don't know if I showed this earlier in the video, but we are operating at 30-watt turbo mode. So I'm just going to go ahead and DeadSec, SpiderBot, MP7, and the actual game settings, which you can pull up right here. Yes, you can. Okay, video and graphics, as you can see, 720p, 120 Hertz. So I'm expecting this to run a little bit better, but maybe not a lot. I'm just hoping that all the weird, like if you're trying to actually play this game on the ROG Ally, all those weird FPS hitches that I was having.
Quick thinking and a great deal of shooting.
Thank you for interrupting me, game. All those weird FPS hitches that you're having on the ROG Ally, if you have those in an actual match that you're playing and not just testing, those would drive me crazy. If, like, I'm fighting somebody at 90 FPS and then all of a sudden it drops down to 60, like, that's not a fun experience. So maybe you would want to turn on some sort of FPS lock for this game, which might be something I try to do here. They're already on B, because I think that side spawn's a little bit closer to it. I don't think it's like precisely in the middle of those points. Yeah, I mean, it's just not happening with controller. I don't even know why I tried. But it looks like we're getting about the same, maybe like 5 to 6 FPS more on average. Now, it doesn't look like we're dropping down to 70. It looks like the lowest we're getting is like maybe the low 80s. So it seems to run maybe like 10% better here, but it's not by much. Yeah, that was very laggy right there. Like I lagged and this has been happening on my gaming PC too. I enter a gunfight, and during the gunfight, my FPS hitch, and because of that, I lose. So, I mean, I'm obviously going to lose on controller. I'm not even going to doubt that for 1 second. But there have been instances where I'm on my PC with mouse and keyboard, and I start a gunfight, and my game freezes up for like half a second, and it costs me the gunfight. So I don't know if that's happening to anybody else, but it gets extremely annoying when my PC with an RTX 4090 hitches in XDefiant.
Capturing Zone A.
Go for the face.
I don't expect much success here, yeah.
You just have to get back on the horse.
I mean, my game, like, you can see the hitch on the graph. When I got shot at, my game hitched, but, you know, overall here at 720p, we are getting about 80 FPS, so I'm going to go ahead and do that thing that I was talking about earlier, see if I can't turn on some FPS limit and lock it to 80, maybe 85. So let's see, video and graphics. Is that an option here? Frame limit on. Custom FPS limit. Let's go for 80 FPS. Apply. Yes. Let's see if this is a more smooth experience. Because the problem is when those FPS hitches happen and you're in the middle of a gunfight, it causes you to lose because your FPS goes from like 80 something down to like, oh my goodness, down to like, see, it hitched again just because I got shot with fire bullets. And if you're actually trying to play this game, those hitches are not okay. Yeah, once again, another hitch in the fight. So I've been experiencing that on my actual like gaming PC as well. Like I said earlier in the video, I killed somebody with a spider bot. Somebody left our team probably, yeah. Man, I've just been getting bad luck with the teammates on this, but once again, I'm not actually trying to play here. I'm just trying to record a benchmark video for you guys, and it looks like overall, the FPS limiter might be the way to go. I'm able to like flank them pretty easily, but like in terms of, yeah, there's just somebody sitting up there because of course there is. But I think I have one kill with a spider bot here. So this was 720p. Oh, okay, there's an actual kill. I'm not totally embarrassed with myself here. Those guys died before I could even shoot at them. By Thunderdog. Is that, yeah, no, that's his name. And there's just somebody camping up there, just like with clear sight lines on our spawn. Which is such cool game design, you know? But overall, this is running a little bit better with the FPS lock. So I'm going to try to get into another firefight and not die immediately, which might happen. All right, okay, no, I'm just going to get burned by the cleaner fire. I feel like I was far enough away from that, but maybe not. I'm not really paying much attention to the actual playing of the game. More so than I'm actually paying attention to the frame rate graph just to see if I can see any more weird hitches. Okay, here's a gunfight. And I can't tell if there was a dip there. It looks like there definitely was, but that might have just been the process of me respawning. So this is 720p here, and you know the performance is a little bit better, but I did lock the frame rate. So before I change it to the next graphical setting here, I'm going to go ahead and disable that frame rate limiter here. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to also disable triple buffering. Oh, that is off. Never mind.
We're on B.
Okay, so the FPS limiter should be off now, correct? Yes. And we are getting now 90 FPS. So the FPS did jump, but also this might be a hot take. I'm not necessarily sure. But an ability that just basically gives you wall hacks on a 30-second cooldown has to be one of the most astronomically stupid decisions ever made in an FPS game in existence. Just in my personal opinion. Because if your entire team plays Echelon and your entire team uses the radar ping, then your entire team can just endlessly ping the radar. So it's just kind of annoying. Like you can just endlessly get wall hacks. So I think that's just kind of a bad game design decision, but that's honestly really the only quarrel that I have with this game. Because like, by the way, pro tip, if you get the spider bot on your face, all you have to do is look down and shoot, and then it, you know, it's not on your face anymore. How does that make sense? I don't know, because it's not like you're pointing the gun at your face to get the spider bot off of it, but that's just what it do. But we're going to go ahead and move over to 1080p now, so I'm going to get the heck out of this lobby. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the command center. As you can see, 1080p here on the ROG Ally itself and 1080p here in the game. So we're just going to load into Imperium. I guess it will also vote for the map, even though it's definitely going to be the one that wins. I don't like that other map, like Dumbo or whatever it's called. It's not a good map. But holy crap, people in here are like level 40 and 50. That is insane. How do you have that much time? I mean, I guess I'm like level 37. But at the same time, what the heck? Like... Oh, this is the same map as the last one, so I guess 2 out of 3 are going to be the same. Spiderbot, MP7, let's do it. Let's see how this game runs at 1080p. So far, it looks like we're getting about 60 FPS, and I do not have the FPS lock set anymore, so hopefully we get better frames than just 60, so we'll see here. I love just sitting here. Oh.
This situation calls for quick thinking and a great deal of shooting.
Yes, of course, you have to talk every single time. I can't just, you know, speak and not be interrupted by the game announcer.
3, 2, 1. Take all the zones, keep out the
Okay,
goons.
so here we have 1080p, and oof, those frame hitches are rough. I can already feel like I'm going to say that I don't recommend playing this at 1080p. I think 900p might be the way to go now. It definitely looks a lot more crisp, don't get me wrong, but... it just does not run well. Oh, I got shot in the back by a freaking quick-scoping sniper. Brrr. I should have had that kill. Not fair. How dare you? How dare you use a gun in the game? No, that grenade was not good. Oh, there's somebody in here. Yeah, see, I suck with controller, but overall, the game seems to not be running too well here at 1080p. So, that's just rough.
First aid.
Did I just shot grenade myself? Okay. I just got revealed by a scan. Okay, I got a spider-bot kill, I'll take it. But it looks like we're getting like, so it drops down to 50 when I respawn, and then it goes back up. Like, this graph is all over the place. So in all honesty, I don't think I would recommend playing this at 1080p because it looks like your FPS is just all over the place, man. This is nothing short of just a rough experience. But okay, we're getting maybe further away from the... Oh, there's another hitch right there. I hear a spider bot. Okay. This is why I don't play controller, ladies and gentlemen. But overall... it looks like, see, I keep getting matches like on my team is significantly worse than their team again. And then somebody on my team left, maybe 2 people, like there's 2 people without any kills, deaths, assists, or anything. And that was 3 games in a row like this, by the way. And so personally, I will say for XDefiant, I don't really see a point in playing this game unless double XP's in because the game is so much of a grind. Shut the hell up, brother. The game is such a grind without double XP. The game is such a grind without double XP that I just don't think it's worth playing for like using different guns and experimenting unless you have like double XP tokens, which I'm pretty low on because double XP stacks with double XP tokens to give you quad XP, which is awesome. But then double XP tokens also count down in the menus and stuff, which is just so unbelievably scummy. Just kill me. Like, you know, just kill me. I don't even care. But overall, this game, I don't think I would recommend running it at 1080p just because it seems to be pretty rough. Like, we're dipping below 60, and the hitches, as you guys can probably see in the video, were just not that great. So I think my recommended setting to play this game at would be low settings at 900p, so you still get a little bit of visual fidelity and maybe lock your frame rate to like 75 so you don't get all those weird hitches, or maybe even turn on VSync, honestly, that might be even better. And it'll give you a more smooth and overall more playable experience, but I think I am done suffering through games that just absolutely will not go my way. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Release Radar. This was just a brief little look at the performance of XDefiant on the ASUS ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Peace.